Hello, Cancer. Thank you for tuning into your general read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the Vailima Tarot. It's by Renata Lechner. For the supportive oracle cards, the magical spell cards by Lucy Cavendish. Are we good? We're good. All right, Cancer. Okay, where are we going? What are we doing here? This is like, I feel like there's like, it's coming down from something. You're descending here. I feel like you've done what you needed to do and you're kind of coming out of a situation. Coming out of a situation. And it's kind of like, well, how are you going to handle that? It's almost like, are we dealing with the aftermath of something? Because it kind of feels like that. This is interesting because with Pisces we had this very strong pentacle feel too. Which, is this Taurus time when this is for? It could be, because that would make sense for me. The Ace of Pentacles is telling me the environment, or it's either the environment or who you're dealing with, very solid, very rooted in where they are. This person could be stubborn. Could be stubborn. But in this part of the situation, it seems like it's all good. Everything's good, everything's on point, you're expecting it, and or it's going in a direction that you're actually able to deal with successfully. Good? Good. All right. But it's a good energy. I don't feel like a negative feel here. Even if it's stubborn, it seems to be working for you. Even if it is. Now, I'm getting between the two of you. You have the creativity card, which I'm getting, it's interesting, because if this person is stubborn, you're thinking of creative ways to work with that stubbornness. Like, you seem to be, I feel like you're really getting through this. Because I'm getting the Four of Swords above this, kind of like you're putting down the sword, you're thinking it through, you got the creativity between you and this other person, you're like, uh-huh. So they're not budging on this, that, and the other thing, but I think I can use this to my advantage. I'll do this over there, they'll keep doing the same thing there, or we can change things slightly, it still goes in line with what they want, and we still get what I need. It's like, the creativity here connected with you, the Four of Swords, is like you're laying down any aggressiveness. Aggressiveness? I don't know, can I speak? Any aggressiveness. You're not aggressive in the slightest. I just feel like you're not. You're just kind of like calming down. Even if it was hot before this, you're just kind of like, you know what, let me think. That's where I want to get to. I want to get to that other side of this canyon, whatever it might be. And I know if I just, work with this person, I know that they're gonna, they're gonna insist on riding that mule. I mean, that's their business. But if I go ahead and if I just hand them things to carry across, even if I can go across and back 3 times, I can give them things that are more difficult to carry. I just know I can depend on them to get there, so I'll do that. Like, you're really thinking this out. Are we still on point? They're saying we are, because I'm feeling like this feels like we're going off in the weeds to me. But I'm getting like you're really just looking at this person, maybe situation. It feels more like person the farther I go. And you're looking at it like, what can I depend on them to do? I mean, they're not going to go very far off their course, but I know if I hand them this, that, and the other thing, they will carry it across. If they agree to it, they will succeed, and I can depend on them to do that. So maybe that's what I'll do here. Because I'm getting, things seem to be moving fast for you. This feels more on your side. You're setting this situation up. You're asking this other person for some support, whatever that needs to be. you're giving them time to think about it. The 8 is more for you. The 8 of Swords, 8 of Wands is more you taking that action. You make up your mind. Once you make up your mind, you start moving. You start asking them for what you want from them, and you're moving forward, and you're doing, and you're planning, and you're moving around the situation, and you're just touching base, and you're realizing that's going to move slow. It's Pentacles. It's going to move slow, but you're moving around the situation like that. Like if a boulder's rolling down the hill, you're walking around it, you're planting flowers, you're doing what you got to do, you're getting things out of the way. You're moving quick. The boulder goes as fast as the boulder's just going to go. And I'm getting like you're definitely working with this energy. You want to move faster. You're working around it. You're getting things done. It's still going at the same pace, but that's fine because you seem to be flourishing with that as well. Now, this is the next one down because it seems like this whole situation seems to be really lifting on the intensity of, like, if there was whatever the situation is you're coming down from, it feels like it's not as volatile as it may have been. And I'm getting this Page of Cups between you and this other person. Because I feel like the way you're moving, you're doing what you want, you're moving through, moving around, you're good. The other person's moving at their same pace, but they're dependable, you're working around it. You both seem to be quite happy in the sense of, like, things are working out as expected. Things are, like, the other person, they know you're going to be doing all these things and that you're not going to push them to do them too. They're very happy with that. They just keep going forward. You know that they're only going to go a certain pace, but you know that you can depend on them to do what you ask them to do. So that's working out as well. I'm getting like there's a mutual respect here. It's the Page of Cups, which is definitely like, it's kind of a loving feel, but it's not an aggressive feel. It's kind of passive-aggressive, kind of like it's without saying you love each other, you know that you very much care about each other. Especially if it's like a coworker, you're not going to be like, man, I love you. It's going to be more like, you appreciate them, you feel appreciated by them, but there's not like that flat-out conversation about it, if that makes sense. Because I feel like things are improving here. I feel like things are doing better than they had in the past with this person. Now, the card here that this is kind of leaving this time here with, on your side, is the Strength card. Because I feel like you found what works. And I feel like this is a challenge card in a sense. I mean, I wouldn't say this position is normally a challenge position, but I'm getting, it's kind of like a yin-yang thing. Kind of like a small challenge on your side. You know what works now. But I feel like it's kind of like on your shoulders to keep it working, to keep it going. Regardless of fair or not fair, you know what works now, and it's in your hands to handle it that way. So as long as you want this success to continue, I do feel like that's on your shoulders. Which, like, that's the small challenge to me, because I know some people are kind of like, that's not fair, I shouldn't have to carry that burden all the time. Which I can't argue with, but if you want the success to continue, I feel like that's what this is going to take. Because I'm seeing here, like, the other side is getting very used to how you're handling things. And I've got the Nine of Wands. Like, this is just the first step in a long staircase. Let's put it that way. Because they're like, well, this worked out well. And they're feeling like this is going well, this is cool. They're ready for the next one, but they're also going to let you do the same thing. Like, they're letting you take the lead on that too. They're expecting the same type of scenario to go. As long as you keep it in this line, I feel like it's going to keep going as this last situation did. Same type of energy, same type of feel, same type of success. I feel like the only thing you might, like I said, you might feel is a little unbalanced, a little unfair, is that it's on your shoulders to keep it going. Because if you hand this gauntlet over to the other person, I feel like they're going to go back into the rut that they were. And I feel like that's discord. I don't feel like this person is a person of discord. I feel like when it comes to the way the two of you handle each other and deal with each other, it becomes discord. And if you just hand it back to them, they're going to revert back to what it was, and you're going to have a repeat of what it was. So you holding the gauntlet, keeping responsibility on your shoulders to control how things are going, I'm keep getting that success repetitively. As long as you hold that gauntlet. I don't know why I want to use the word gauntlet so much, but there you go. Anything else? That's how this one's leaving. Alright, so I feel like this is good. Definitely, if you'd like a reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.